Now we're going to look at the reciprocal trig functions. Each of the three functions, sine, cosine, and tangent, have a reciprocal. The reciprocal of sine is called cosecant. Cosecant is 1 over sine of theta. The reciprocal of secant is cosine. So 1 over cosine theta is secant theta. Cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So cotangent is 1 over tangent. And I could also write sine theta is 1 over cosecant theta, and so forth. We could always do it that way as well. So that means if I know the sine value, all I have to do is take the reciprocal to find the cosine value. If I know the tangent value, all I have to do is take the reciprocal to find the tangent value. So I don't really have to learn any new trig ratios, just do the ones I've always been doing and then take the reciprocal. So it's pretty easy. So the first example is sine of pi over 3. Pi over 3 is a 60-degree angle. There's our 60-degree angle. There's our 30. So we have 1 square root of 3, 2. Sine of pi over 3 is square root of 3 over 2. The opposite over the adjacent. Opposite over hypotenuse. So what's cosecant of pi over 3? Well, the reciprocal of the square root of 3 over 2 is 2 over the square root of 3. And typically we'll rationalize that, and we end up with 2 the square root of 3 over 3. Let's look at another example. Cosine of 5 pi over 4. Well, 5 pi over 4 is in quadrant 3. It's a 45-degree angle. So we have a 1, 1 square root of 2. And both of those are negative because we are in quadrant 3. So cosine of 5 pi over 4 is negative 1 over square root of 2, or negative square root of 2 over 2. However, when finding the reciprocal, it's probably easier to use this form because secant of theta is just negative square root of 2 over 1, or negative square root of 2. Sine of 0, well, if we're at 0 degrees here, we just have to use the coordinates. The coordinates are 1 and 0. Y goes with sine, so sine of 0 is 0. So what's cosecant of 0? Cosecant of 0 is the reciprocal, 1 over 0, which is undefined. So cosecant is undefined when sine is 0. Secant is undefined when cosine is 0. Cotangent would be undefined when tangent is 0. But what if tangent is undefined? Remember when we are at pi over 2? My coordinates are 0, 1, which means I'm taking 1 divided by 0, sine over cosine, to find tangent. You can also remember vertical slope, tangent is slope. So tangent is undefined at pi over 2. So what would be the reciprocal of undefined? Well, if the reciprocal, I need to erase that, sorry. Nope. If the reciprocal of 0 is undefined, then it would hopefully make sense to you that the reciprocal of undefined is 0. Because this is 1 over 0, so this would be 0 over 1, so it would be 0. So finding the reciprocal values is just as simple as finding the original trig values, sine, cosine, and tangent, and then taking their reciprocals.